Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome to my channel, Travel to Money. In this video, I'm going to show you how someone can become a millionaire by doing something as simple as donating plasma every week. We're going to talk about finding that extra money every month to invest. We will discuss the specifics of donating plasma in this example. We will talk about compound interest, and I will show you specific financial examples that I'm hoping will motivate you to start investing today. If you are new here, I have created this channel to help you learn about how to travel, adventure, and have fun on the road to financial independence. I have traveled the world, I now own 2 houses in Spain, and I'm on a creative journey to financial independence. I believe the road to financial freedom can and should be fun. I hope you'll subscribe and join me on this journey, no matter where you are starting from. Over the last week, my friend and I were talking about side hustles and ways to make extra bits of money. I'm not sure how it came up, but we ended up talking about plasma donations. Now, before I dive into it, let me give you that friendly reminder that I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a medical professional. Before you do anything with your money or your body, you should definitely do your own research or consult a licensed professional. The discussion about side hustles led me to want to start a series of videos on how to become a millionaire, and this is the first one. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about people who reached financial independence, retired early, or became a millionaire, but these people were making 6 figures before they even started their financial independence journey. And I don't know about you, but 6 figures working just one job has never been my story. And I don't think it's the story of the average person. So I want to make videos about how to become a millionaire that relate to the average person who may be struggling just to get by. At the end of the day, becoming a millionaire is all about math, and I'm excited to share some simple math options for you that allow you to see a realistic path to becoming a millionaire. Okay, let's get back to plasma donations. I remembered that my dad told me about a woman who worked with my aunt. She was a single mom of 2 kids. She needed all of her regular income to cover her monthly costs because she only made minimum wage. So she started donating plasma every week, and with that extra income, she slowly saved $20,000 to use as a down payment on a house. So I started thinking, what if someone who is 18 years old began donating plasma twice a week, and instead of spending or saving the extra money, they began investing in the stock market? Before I get into the financial specifics, let's talk about what it means to donate plasma. Blood plasma makes up over 50% of your blood, but it is separate from your red blood cells. When plasma is taken out of your blood, your body reproduces it very quickly within 24 to 48 hours. To remove the plasma, they put a needle in your arm. So yes, if you are afraid of needles, donating plasma probably isn't for you. They attach the needle to a hose that connects to a machine. The machine pumps blood out of your body, spins it to separate the plasma from your red blood cells, then pumps the red blood cells back into your body. It is considered very safe to donate, and it is easier on your body than giving a full blood donation. Your plasma is frozen within 24 hours and is good for up to 1 year. Plasma is then used to help people who have immunodeficiency problems, blood clots, and more. If you ever decided to donate plasma regularly, the only thing you really need to monitor are your immunoglobulin levels. Now, I keep saying the word donation, but blood plasma is so needed and has been for years that you actually get paid to make a plasma donation. The amount you get paid depends on where you live and different incentive programs that are available through various clinics in your area. I've also seen that if you are someone who has recovered from certain illnesses, or if you have certain immune system conditions, you can actually qualify to make quite a bit more. For example, when we were in the early stages of COVID, someone who had recovered from COVID could make more for their donation. I don't think that's the case anymore, but that's just one example. Now let's take a look at what most people make when donating plasma. In most places, you receive a bigger incentive to make your first month of donations. Those incentives usually amount to around $1,000 in the first month if you donate twice per week, which is the maximum amount of times that you can donate each week. After that, the most you make each month is between $350 to $500 per month. Some donation centers will even pay you more if you are in a higher weight class. Generally, your first donation takes the longest because it requires a physical, so you should expect 2 to 3 hours. Donations after that will probably be between 1 and 2 hours. So let's break the money down by hour. If we say that on average you are there for 2 hours per donation and you are donating 8 times per month, this is 16 hours. In your first month, if you make $1,000 and you've put in about 16 hours, that means you are making about $62.50 per hour. Not bad. On a regular month, if you make the low end of around $350, you're still making almost $22 per hour. If you make $500 in a month, then you're earning a little more than $31 per hour. None of this is too bad, and it's also pretty good to know that you are helping people by making a donation. Another cool thing is that during the hour to hour and a half that you're reclining in the chair, you can read a book or magazine or bring your headphones and watch a show or movie or listen to a podcast. If you're going to chill at home and do that anyway, why not make a little money while you watch a new Netflix movie? Now, I am not a medical professional. I'm not telling anyone that they should or should not donate plasma. I'm just giving this as an example for how you could make some extra money to invest if you are not currently investing. Or maybe you want to double up on investing and retire a little earlier. I'll do another video soon that talks about other side hustles, but now that we have our plasma donating financial examples, let's talk numbers. We're going to use what is called a compound interest calculator. Let's say that we are investing all of your plasma donations into the S&P 500. We start your first month with a $1,000 investment, and then every month after that, we put in $500. Looking at the stock market for the last 30 years, the S&P 500 has returned 9.84%, so we're going to round up to 10% for easy math. In the last 10 years, the S&P 500 has returned a whopping average of 14.7%, which is huge. So in a minute, we'll look at those numbers too. But let's start with 10% just to be on the safe side. When I'm calculating these numbers, I'm compounding the interest monthly. In the stock market, the frequency of compounding depends on what you're invested in. If it compounds more frequently, like the monthly example I'm using, that's more money in the end. If it compounds less frequently, like once per year, it's less money in the end. The numbers are good either way, but I just want to let you know that compounding can vary. If you start with the $1,000 investment and then invest that $500 every month for 30 years, and you make an average of a 10% return, you will have $1,150,000. So if you start at the age of 18, you will have $1 million before you are 48 years old. Now, if the stock market happened to return that same 14.7% that it did over the last 10 years, after 30 years, you will have, are you ready for this? After 30 years, you will have $3,308,000. Even though 14.7% doesn't seem that much higher than 10%, it makes more than a $2 million difference over the course of 30 years. And that's just with investing $500 per month. Imagine if you were investing more. Now let's look at the lower end of plasma donations. Let's say you bring in $350 per month from donating plasma and you invest that. Let's go back to our first example of 30 years of investing and a 10% return rate, but you're starting with that same initial investment of $1,000. After 30 years, you would have $811,000. It would take just a little bit longer at 32 years to hit $1 million. So again, if you started at 18, you would be a millionaire when you are 50. Now, we can also take these numbers for a spin at the 14.7% return rate. If the S&P 500 returned that higher amount over those same 30 years of you investing $350 per month, with the same initial investment of $1,000, after 30 years, you would have $2,300,000. Remember, every percentage point makes a huge difference. With a 14.7% return, you would hit your first $1 million at 25 years, and just 5 years later, you would hit your second million. That is the power of compound interest. which only compounds over time. Don't think to yourself, oh, I'll start later. That's what I thought, and if I had invested earlier in my life, I wouldn't be having to invest such big chunks right now. So no matter what age you are, start now. And if you have kids, get them started now too. There is no need to have them wait until they are 18. If you don't know how to start an investment account, I have a video that will take you step by step. Don't let fear of what you don't know keep you from doing something as important as investing for your future. And listen, I am here to help. Seriously, if you get stuck or you don't know how to do something, I will do my best to help answer any questions you have. Leave a comment on the video, or you can reach out to me on my Instagram account, Travel to Money, if your questions are a little more private. There is nothing more exciting to me than seeing someone take steps for their financial future and knowing that I have even the smallest amount of impact. It absolutely makes my day every time I hear from one of you. Now, if you want to schedule a call or a video chat for financial coaching, you'll need to book an appointment on my website at traveltomoney.com. I want to remind you that I focused a lot on plasma donations as a way to make extra money for investing, but there are a lot of ways that you can come up with extra money to invest. For starters, if you don't currently have a budget, you need to create one by looking at how much money you make every month and then looking at your fixed expenses, followed by how much money you're spending after your fixed expenses. When I say fixed expenses, I mean things like your mortgage, your car payment, insurance, and things that are the same amount every month. After you get all of this down on paper, you can probably find some room in your extra spending habits where you could save some of that. For example, maybe you eat out less or don't buy a new pair of shoes every month. Then you can take a look at fixed expenses and see if you can reduce them. Maybe you can refinance your home and get a lower mortgage, or get some quotes to see if you can save on car insurance. In any case, by looking at your expenses, you can begin to see areas where you can put aside money every month for investing. Another way to find money for investing is to have some sort of side hustle, which is the category that I would put the plasma donation into. You can also use a combination of lowering your current expenses and adding a side hustle on top of that. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Maybe you need to ask for a pay raise. In any case, if you really want to, you can start investing. It might take a little bit of discipline, but you can do it. I believe in you. Now, do me a big favor, like this video and subscribe to join me every Sunday where travel and adventure build financial freedom. I can't wait to see where your dreams will take you.